Okay, now I want to ask you some questions in retrospect. In retrospect, now that you've done an MBA, what do you think are the misconceptions that people have about this degree? That before they get in, people think that they're going to do something during an MBA, but that's not true, or they're going to get something out of it, which is not true.
Not everybody gets the top package of that particular college, right? And that's okay. When you are evaluating a college, you should understand that their average and median package is something you should use to judge any college by, firstly. Second, brilliant minds get into an MBA college, right? But once you have gotten into that college, everybody in your cohort is brilliant. You have been first in your life till now, that's why you got in. But now everybody has been first in your life, and there will again be a ranking system once again, right? And you have to get comfortable with not being first. You have to get comfortable with not being the overachiever, and that is a little difficult. That's a culture shift that you have to get okay with. Third, people think that they are going to have this, college once again, that they're going to live life once again. That's not what MBA is, right? There are so many things going on, but you don't have the same energy as you have when you are a 17-year-old going into college versus when you're like a 25-year-old going into college. So your energy levels change. You need sleep as well. You can't stay up all the time. You have to pick and choose where do you want to spend your energy. You have to,
So the feeling of FOMO has to be fought off.
Yeah, it has to be. Like, for example, let's say during final placements, Lodi and all is going on. There are people who are dancing and all. But you need to understand that if you are not, if you have an interview next day, then you are not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be preparing, right? Some people don't prepare for exams. Some people have to prepare a little extra to get the same amount of grades. You have to understand yourself very well, where your strengths are, and play them and keep playing them. Again, group projects as well. So people might think that everybody will work, and that's not the case. That's
Absolutely.
simply not the case. Sometimes you find good people who work. Sometimes you find people who are so busy that they might not work. You have to understand and prioritize there as well. So it's a lot about understanding people, lot about prioritization. It's not just a degree, it's about understanding and managing stakeholders, quite literally stakeholders, like your teachers, your friends, your social life, everything you start to manage mechanically. So that's something which has to be done.
Right, so last couple of questions, Anushka. So first, I want you to give any kind of closing statements or words of encouragement and advice for MBA aspirants who are joining colleges this year. And then after that, I want you to advise students who have joined GradSquare this year, things that they should be doing to us, anything that you have as suggestions.
To MBA students, if there is one thing they can take away, is take it one day at a time. Don't think of the big picture, because it gets so much so fast. And that is something which everybody is going through. So just take it one day at a time. Make sure you wake up, you know what it is that you want to achieve that day. Just do that, sleep. You wake up next day and then do that. It gets overwhelming, it's okay. Talk to people, don't shy away from taking help. And MBA degree is rarely an individual thing. It's always a group effort, and let it be a group effort, right? And for GradSquare students, follow everything that they are saying, everything. So I kid you not, after getting my raw score, right, I was expecting 99 percentile something. And with that, I was also hoping that at least one of ABC would call. I got a 98.6, which is, I'm not saying that's a bad score, but I was expecting a 99, and on that day I sat and cried. But I think if I would have gotten into an IIM where I had a general degree and not the marketing specialization, I don't know where I would have ended up. I don't know what company I would have ended up. I chose SP because you guys told me that SP is the best and you will not regret it. And I genuinely did not regret it. Like, had I gone into an IIM, I don't think I would have ended up into marketing. I don't think I would have ended up loving marketing so much. I don't think I would have ended up in Colgate. Had I gotten 99, I would have not been able to choose SP over any other IIM. But I chose SP, and thank God I chose SP, because that place has become my home, and I've just learned so much there. It's just meant to be. So yeah.
Yeah, so destiny has a funny way of
Right,
finding you.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. I thought what was a very bad result turned out to be one of the best things in my life. And I was able to do that because you guys guided me to do that. You told me to go for SP marketing, and that's where I was supposed to be.